Hello, Hoosiers throughout central Indiana. My name is Jay Cox, better known to my many hundreds of Medicare clients throughout the area as Your Medicare Advocate. Over the past 20 years, I've helped to enroll over 1,000 seniors into the new Medicare programs of all different types, so I know I can help you too. So I know when I deal with people who are turning 65 and enrolling in Medicare for the first time, you have a lot of questions about how your new government benefit programs work. That's why every month I put on a free 1-hour classroom education program to help explain exactly how Medicare benefits work and what all your different program choices are. And I hope you'll be coming to one of those programs too. So we'll talk more about the classes in a moment, but first I'd like to address the subject that I posted, which you opened up to hear about, which is the 5 most important questions you need to ask about what your new Medicare benefits might be. The first question was, can you choose your Medicare start date like you can with your Social Security income? Well, the answer to that is yes and no. Normally, people enroll in Medicare by requirement when they turn 65 years old, although there are a couple important exceptions. The first is if you might happen to be disabled receiving Social Security benefits early, you're also entitled to be able to get your Medicare coverage started at that time. So you may be getting your benefits before 65. On the other extreme, if you might happen to still be working at the age of 65 for an employer who offers you a health care benefit, then you can definitely stay with your employer's benefit for as long as you're enrolled with him as an employee. However, once you leave the program, then you have a certain amount of time to get enrolled into a Medicare benefit program without incurring a permanent monthly penalty, which would be deducted from your monthly Social Security income. And we'll explain in the classroom how it is that those benefits are calculated, how the penalties are calculated, and how you can avoid them. Number 2, how do you get your new Medicare identification card that you need to have? Yes, you have to have your Medicare identification card as issued by Social Security, which will include both your Medicare identification number as well as the dates you were enrolled into Part A and Part B benefits. Part A benefits from Medicare cover hospitals, and Part B benefits cover medical, which includes doctors and outpatient services. These are the types of benefits that you have to be enrolled in to be able to get your Medicare. Now, in order to do that, what you need to do is remember the times that you're enrolling in these programs, because it all depends upon whether or not you're already receiving your Social Security income. If you are getting your Social Security income, then your Medicare card will be mailed to you automatically, showing the month of your 65th birthday as the date you enrolled into Part A and Part B. However, if you have chosen not to start your Social Security benefit yet, you will have to be billed on a quarterly basis for the Part B premium charge. There is a Part B charge. The single most common question I get asked most often is there a way that I don't have to pay this Part B charge if I enroll in one of these Medicare programs? The answer is no. Everyone who receives Social Security has to pay a Part B premium monthly, and you have to have both Part A and Part B to be able to enroll into Medicare. So if you're not receiving your Social Security income yet, you will need to contact Social Security 3 to 4 months before the month of your 65th birthday and request that you be enrolled into Part B and have your Part B card, dated at that time and mailed to you. And once you get that with your identification number and your Part A and Part B enrollment dates on it, then you can enroll into Medicare. Number 3, how can you learn all the choices you have in Medicare coverage and get enrolled in the one that's best for you, including the special program for veterans? Well, that's a simple one. The best way to be able to learn about all your different Medicare coverage programs and options is to come to one of my classes. That's the reason we put these on, because there's really no blueprint to help you out in learning about what you need to do without that. Now, some people make the mistake of thinking, I'll just read all that junk you're getting in the mail, which is just coming from companies trying to sell you something without bothering to find out whether or not what they're trying to sell you is appropriate for you. Or you may see some of those clowns on TV trying to sell Medicare benefit programs who clearly don't know anything they're talking about. All they know how to do is to read the cue cards encouraging you to call and have somebody you'll talk to on the phone enroll you into a program. But then once you're enrolled, that's it. You're never going to hear from them again. You're never going to be able to contact them again with any of your questions. That's not the way we work. Once you become a client for our Medicare services, we're available to you on a 24/7, 365 basis. Because once you become my client, you can call me at any time for any reason with any question relating to Medicare or anything about your retirement. And that phone that you call me on not only rings on my desk in my office, but it's also hooked up so that it rings in the office in my home. That's why I can tell you in all honesty that we are available for you 24/7, 365. Number 4, what is as important as your Medicare program that you really need to have? Besides a good Medicare program, you really need to have a good Medicare advocate. You need someone like me who's available to be able to help you understand the benefits, to learn all the different choices that you have, and to help you get enrolled. And the best part about all my services is there's never a charge to you for any of the services we provide for you. Come to my class and learn how we can do all this for you without ever having to bill you, and you'll be able to get the kind of service that you need on an ongoing basis. And then number 5 is, how can you follow all the changes taking place now in Medicare? And what do you have to do during the annual enrollment period that takes place every fall? Well, as far as keeping up with the changes in the Medicare benefits, which there are some very important changes being contemplated and debated right now, the best way for you to be able to keep up with those is by becoming one of my Medicare clients, because I do keep my clients posted on an ongoing basis anytime anything of any importance affecting them is taking place in their Medicare coverage. So if you really want to be able to keep current and keep up to date on what's happening with Medicare, having me as your agent will be the best way you can do it. Now, when it comes to the annual enrollment period in the fall, you should know that Medicare makes it possible for you every fall, every single year, if you wish to be able to make changes in the coverage program that you're enrolled with. And I provide a special service to my clients that, frankly, I don't know anybody else in this business that does. Every fall, I contact all my existing clients before the enrollment starts on October 15th, and I invite them to come to programs that I put on here in my office at the Fort Harrison Office Park, and also at our Hamilton County office up in Fishers, where we will tell you all about the changes that are taking place in each of the programs and anything that might be new and exciting that's added to any of the coverage. You may hear me in those meetings talk about some type of change in another program you don't have that you'd like to get into. Not only will I help you learn about what those changes are, but I'll help you be able to make those changes in your enrollment so that you can switch into a program like that for the coming year. That's a special benefit that we provide, and as usual, there's never a charge to you for any of the services we provide for you. So, all these questions and more can be answered during the free 1-hour classroom program that I'm inviting you to. It's held from 11 a.m. to noon, and you need to be able to enroll to attend one soon. You can't afford to miss out on this. Come to the conference room in the Giacomo Pizza Building at 9165 Otis Avenue in the Fort Harrison Office Park. A lot of people know where that is already. If not, it's easy enough to find out, because that's the same building my office is located in. I'm up on the second floor above the Giacomo Pizza, and the conference rooms we use for the meetings are in the other section of the ground floor across from the restaurant. So call today to make a reservation to come to one of our meetings. Remember, they are always held each month on the fourth Thursday and then 2 days later on Saturday. The hours again are from 11 a.m. to noon. And we offer them on Saturdays for people who may be working and not able to come during the week. But you can come on either the fourth Thursday or the Saturday 2 days after that. So call us to make reservations. We do these every month, except we won't do them in May. We won't compete with the track. And we won't do them in December. We won't compete with Santa Claus. Other than that, call for your reservations at 559-2140. That's area code 317-559-2140. And remember the special bonus that everyone who comes to one of our classes gets. We're going to be there in the Giacomo Pizza building, so everyone who comes to our class gets a free $15 gift card for Giacomo's Upper Crust Pizza restaurant. That's a great deal because the individual pizzas you can go over and get are $12.95, so you'll be able to get a free lunch out of coming to our program. After the program is over at noon, we go over for anyone who would like to join us then and have lunch at Giacomo. Or if you'd rather take your coupon and come back some other time, you can do that as well. Just remember, take advantage of this great opportunity. There's never a charge to you for the services we provide for you, and get your $15 gift card for Giacomo Pizza. Just call Jay Cox at 317-559-2140. Thank you so very much. We look forward to seeing you at one of our programs soon.